Alrighty, guys, welcome back. This is your host, ID Jester. We're playing some more Marvel Champions. I think this is officially the first time I've ever played Captain Marvel, aka Carol Danvers. Danvers, yes. I think this is the first time I've ever played her. I don't recall ever playing her before. I don't recall. I might have played her before, but I don't think I have. So she's got hand size is 6, 12 hit points, recovery of 4 on her alter ego side. She's got a special ability Commander. Choose a player and draw. That player draws a card limit once per round. So, free card once per round. On her hero side, she is a 2-2-1, 2 thwart, 2 attack, 1 defense. She is got a hand size of 5, 12 hit points. She is a hero Avenger Soldier. And she has the rechannel ability. It's an action. Spend an energy or resource and heal 1 damage from Captain Marvel. And draw a card. Limit once per round. So, obviously, lots of nice energy cards in her deck. Seems to be pretty good. We're doing a leadership deck. We're going to try leadership against Green Goblin again. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be okay. Let's see how it goes. So, welcome back to the table. 16 hit points for Green Goblin. We have the Goblin Thrall in play, and we should probably flip that over. And of course, we're using leadership, which is the blue. We have a bunch of allies in here, and some resources, some resource generators. A few lead from the front, I think, is in here. We have some command team, strength in numbers, Avenger Mansion, the helo carrier, enhanced reflexes. She's all about the energy. The cool thing is she actually has 2 of these cards that give her 3 energy. She's got 1 special ability that you just put energy on there and it just builds up after time, and you can store up just 20 energy and then activate it, and it does like 20 damage to somebody, which can instantly kill Green Goblin if we get to at that point. We'll see. Alright, so we did shuffle his deck. Let's see what we got for Carol Danvers. So we have Squirrel Girl, our energy absorption, Helo Carrier, Hawkeye. Whew, so many good things. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. Are we going to keep this hand? Well, I think we are. All right, here we go. Here we go. First thing, we're going to choose a player. We're going to draw a card. So what I'm going to do is I usually have my black tokens when somebody uses their ability. That way I know I can't do it again. So choose a player. Me. Draw a card. Oh, lovely. Oof. All right. Lovely. Just lovely. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our Alpha Flight Station. So exhaust this. Choose and discard a card from your hand. Draw a card. Draw 2 cards instead if you're Carol Danvers. Guess what? We're Carol Danvers right now. So, wow, which one do we get rid of? I think it's the card we just drew, actually. So we're going to bring into play Alpha Flight Station for Photonic Blast. We're going to go exhaust this. Choose and discard a card. I think it's going to have to be Squirrel Girl, and we're going to draw 2 cards. Oof. Enhanced reflexes, Sky Destroyer, anytime we bring in a shield unit. That would be nice. Our superpower for flight and prevent 3 damage. Our helo carrier, which we could get into play right away. That's 3 resources to pay for this. Oof. Alright, helo carrier it up. 3 energy absorptions. Lovely. we are going to flip over. We did not use that. We can spend to heal and then draw a card. So basically, we can spend one of these to draw a card. So, we have enough to bring in the Sky Destroyer. We have enough to bring in Hawkeye. We can use the Helo Carrier and keep one of these cards for later. This is going to allow us to get energy. Put 3 tokens on it, and then we can spend each one of these tokens to earn an energy, which is nice to fill up her special power, which I don't think we saw that yet, have we? No, this is different. This is different. This lets us deal 5 damage to an enemy, and then if you paid for this card using a energy resource, we could draw a card. So getting the energy resources out, obviously very good. But also getting Hawkeye out would be nice, because when minions come into play, and that's what he does, is bring minions in, he can shoot them and do 2 damage. So, Sky Destroyer is 2 damage. Every time we bring in a shield, we got probably 5 shield cards in here. And then, of course, getting the energy for these cards that need it. So many tough decisions. I'm going to keep this in my hand. I'm going to bring in Hawkeye. I'm going to spend those 2 and the Helo Carrier. Bring in Hawkeye. He comes in with 4 arrow counters on him. After a minion enters play, I can remove one of these to do 2 damage to it. So that seems like a good thing. I'm going to hold on to this because we're going to need that energy. And now it's attack time. So he's going to... is he going to attack for 1? Yeah, he's going to attack for 1. Take a damage. I'm going to attack for 2. Let's get rid of this Goblin Thrall. Get him out of here. Okay. Attack for 2. Then we're just going to ready everybody up. Ready for any. So pretty good start, I would think. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the card we kept. We get Photonic Blast, Vision, Spider-Woman, Agent 13. That's why we wanted the Sky Destroyer. Every time we bring in a shield, that's 2 damage. Okay. It's alright. It's alright. Okay. And we only have 1 energy card in our hand right now. We do have a wild card with Spider-Woman. Okay. Alright, let's not worry about it. So he gets 1 at the start of his turn. He goes to attack us. Well, I guess we're just, wow. No, we're just going to let him attack us. He's going to attack us for 1, 2, 3 damage. Ouch. 1, 2, 3. We're down to 9 hit points. Just like that. And he gets to put a threat on the scheme. Then, hey, why don't you back up a little bit there, buddy? Why don't you back up a little bit so I can put these cards down? That'd be lovely. All right. So I'm going to actually remember that this time. And now we got an encounter card. Encounter card. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow. Like, we don't have any way to prevent that either, do we? Hails bells. Hails bells. We're going to get Young Grog into play. When he comes into play, though, he's going to get Use a minion. Yep. Spend this. After a minion enters play, remove an arrow counter and deal 2 damage. So 2 damage. Bomb. Then we get his side scheme into play. Right. After Young Rog attacks, place one threat on the psychic malnutrition. This comes into play. When revealed, place an additional 1 player threat here. That's 3 plus 1 is 4. Lovely. Lovely. And then we have to shuffle these into the deck. Like, seriously, look at the size of this deck. It is huge. How do we get a shadow? Like, first encounter. Again, this is 2 heroes in a row. First encounter we ever had with that hero. We get a shadow. I don't make this stuff up, folks. You couldn't make this stuff up. I'm telling you, I have been cursed with the shadows of my past. I tell you, I don't know what I did in my past, what I did in a future life, but man, whatever it was bad, bad, bad. It's like I'm Genghis Khan or something, reborn. Good Lord. Okay, well, lovely. Hello. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Three. We can actually bring in Agent 13, which is pretty good at thwarting. We're both pretty good at thwarting, actually. After he attacks, we place a threat on the main scheme. That's not great. He schemes for 2 as well. Wow. This guy is, he's only got 3 life. He only has 3 life. He only has 3 life. Because Hawkeye's bow doing 2 damage. That would be nice to get rid of that. Although getting rid of the extra encounter card would be kind of nice too. So many decisions. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We can bring in Spider-Woman and confuse this guy. Then we can thwart a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring in Spider-Woman for Vision, Agent 13, and just those 2 and some Helo Carrier. Okay. When she enters play, confuse the villain. Okay, confusion the villain. Boom. Lovely. Wow. That is kind of brutal how we cannot kill this guy and do this at the same time. So what would we like to do, my friends? What would we like to do? We actually we can thwart, and the 2 of us can remove this. Or we can attack, and get rid of this guy. Spider-Woman can do a little bit of thwarting on this, but that's not going to remove it all. So what do we want to do, I guess? Well, we're going to thwart. So boom, remove 2 off of there. Spider-Woman will also thwart. Remove 2 off of there. We'll get rid of this. It's fine. 1, 2, 3. He's going to get 3 on here. That's not great. we are going to flip over. I'm going to activate her power, choose a player, draw a card. Boom. That would be me, please. Lovely. Energy channel. That's great. Then we're going to do our Alpha Flight Station. Exhaust this. Discard a card from your hand. We are going to discard Photonic Blast. And we're going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Wow. We need to get this into play. So we're going to bring it into play. That is our energy channel. So basically, this is our big attack power. This is our big boy power. So max 1 per player. You spend X energy resources, put an energy counter there. Then you go to attack, you discard energy counter. You deal 2 damage to an enemy up to a maximum of 10 for each energy counter here. So we're going to put that into play. Then we're going to bring in some enhanced reflexes for these 2 cards. It comes in with 3 tokens on it. And we can exhaust this to generate a lightning resource, which will put a token on here. Now, I think what we'll do is we will use, do we want to use the blacks? Let's use the blacks. Sure. So we got 1 token on that. And how many? Uses 3 energy counters, right? So we used 1. We got 2 left, right? Yes, okay. All right, so we have Hawkeye left, but I think Hawkeye is not going to do anything. So we are going to ready everybody. Ready everybody. This is the first time I played 3, 4, 5, 6. Miss Captain Marvel. So don't be surprised if I miss anything. We got Genius, the Tri-Skeleton, Strength in Numbers, Crisis Interdiction, Strength in Numbers, and the Command Team. So, lovely. Okay. He gets 1 at the start of his turn. He goes to scheme, but he is confused, so he doesn't do any scheming, but this guy does. He's going to put 2 on there. It's up to 5. And now we have an encounter, and the encounter is, I see you. The Green Goblin attacks you. If you are in alter ego form, do not give the villain a boost card for this activation. All right, we are in alter ego form. So he will attack us for 2. I believe we just take the 2 damage in alter ego form. I don't know how he knew who we were. Green Goblin attacks you. If you're in alter ego form, do not give the villain a boost card for this activation. All right, well, lovely. Back to our turn. All right, so first things first. Oops, this goes away. I am going to activate her special ability to draw a card. Crisis Intervention. Remove 2 thwart from a scheme, then remove 2 more thwart from a different scheme. Okay. We do need to worry about his little thwarting thing there, so that's not great. All right. We're going to exhaust this, spend a resource, and we now have 2 on here. Okay. We are going to activate, we are going to discard Strength in Numbers, activate our Alpha Flight, and draw 2 cards. Cosmic Flight, Lead from the Front. Lovely. Now, I believe we can flip over. Do we want to recover? It's the question of the day. That is the question of the day. That is the question of the day. Are we going to need our attack to kill this guy? She can do 2 damage. That will not kill him. We need 1 more point. Let's see. Can we do any... exhaust command team and remove a counter from it. And ready. Nope, because when she attacks, she will die. That's not great. Tri-skeleton will allow us to get crisis, removing crisis. Flying to prevent damage. Each character that player controls gets +1 thwart and +1 attack until the end of the phase. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good because now she'll do 3 damage and kill him. Alright, so we're going to play this for some genius. Let's flip over. We'll flip over. Oh, before we flip over, we will recover. We're going to take 4. So we're back up to 11. Then we will flip over. There we go. All right. Then we're going to play this for 2 for some genius. Lead from the front. Spider Woman is going to attack. Do 3 damage, which is enough to kill off Yong Rog. Boom. Goodbye, Yong Rog. I'm going to keep this out. What else are we going to do? Removing threat would be great. So I'm going to put this over here. He is going to thwart for 2, because 1 + 1 is 2. Lovely. We're going to play a crisis intervention for strength in numbers and crisis intervention and strength in numbers. We'll play this. Remove 2 threat from a scheme, and we can remove 2 threat from another one, but there isn't, so I guess we don't get to do any of that. Lovely. And then we're going to have some cosmic flight, which gives us the aerial trait, and also whenever we would take damage, we can discard this to prevent 3 damage. So we're going to pay these 2. Are we? No. We're going to pay this one. Yeah. Do I want the command team or the tri-skeleton? We're not... probably... We'll keep this one. We'll spend this one. All right. Then we'll draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh my God, we got 3 allies: War Machine, Mockingbird, and Nick Fury. All right, ready, everybody. Ready up. Everyone ready? Everyone ready? Here we go. 1 at the start of his turn. He goes to attack us. And, oops, this is a card for us. I need to bring this over here so I don't forget about it. We're just going to take it. He's going to do villain heals 2. No, he does not because he's at full health. So he just does 2 points of damage. We'll just take the 2. That's fine. Back down to 9. And we have an encounter. Goblin Glider. It's going to give him +1 attack. And, yeah. 1 more hit point here. We're hoping for more minions to come out so Hawkeye can shoot him. That'd be lovely. Alright, well, it's time to do some damage now. Yay! We get to finally do something. We're going to discard a card. There's no way we're going to be able to afford War Machine and Nick Fury. No way in hell. So we're going to discard... Ooh. Nick Fury actually would let me bring in another ally. Because he would let me draw 3. We would have to play 1. Alright, well, first things first. We're going to do this, boom, to get another token on there. We're up to 3. We can hero action, discard energy channel to deal 2 damage to an enemy, up to a maximum of 10 for each energy counter here. Okay. All right, so actually, if we bring in Nick Fury, if we bring him in, 1, 2, let's see, if I spend 1, 2, 3, and spend this as a resource, that is 4 to bring in Nick Fury. He would give us 3 cards. Three cards, huh? 3 cards could bring in Mockingbird. That seems like a good option. All right, we're going to do that. Nick Fury, welcome to the team. We're going to spend the Tri-Skeleton, Captain Marvel's helmet, and War Machine, and a helo carrier. So those 3 plus the helo carrier brings in Nick Fury, which allows us to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We're going to then spend those 3 to bring in Mockingbird. Mockingbird will stun Green Goblin. All right. Just going to move that out of the way. Okay. Hawkeye is just going to shoot when enemies come out. That's his job. So we just want him because he's already had taken some damage. So, all right. So what can we do here? We activated this already. So we do have the Cosmic Flight, which okay. All right. So Nick Fury will attack for 2. Yes. Down to 14. Mockingbird will attack for 1. Down to 13. I am going to thwart for 2. Let's just keep that nice and low, shall we? All right. That's everyone. We could use this, but we're not going to do that yet. I'm going to ready everyone up. I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. We're going to stay in this because he's stunned. Kind of a waste because we have Nick Fury, but yeah. All right, we got some strength. Maria Hale, command team lead from the front, and crisis interdiction. So he gets 1 at the start of his turn. He's stunned, so nothing happens, and then we have an encounter, and the encounter is Death from Above. We are in hero form. Green Goblin attacks with +X, where X is equal to the villain stage number. So that is 1. Nick Fury will jump in the way. He's going to attack for a whole bunch of damage. There goes an assault. So he's going to attack for, enough to knock Nick out. But that was a decent... That's why it worked out really well, didn't it? 2 lightning resources to get rid of that +1, huh? I don't know about that. All right. So we don't have... We got Hawkeye out so he could shoot the enemy minions, and he's only brought out 1 minion the whole time. That's not great. All right, we're going to lead from the front again. We're going to use some strength for that. So we're going to lead from the front. All right, we are going to bring in Maria Hill. We're going to spend some crisis interdiction and a helo carrier. And then after she enters plays, every player draws a card. Oh, wow. Look at that 3 energy. Okay, so we can actually spend X energy resources, put X energy counters here, discard energy, deal 2 damage to an enemy up to a maximum of 10 for each energy counter here. So I think the most you can have is 10 energy or 10 counters. So that's actually pretty good because we're going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to add 4 more to this. 4, 5, 6, 7. We're up to 14 damage right there now. So we need to get his ass flipped over. Boom. We need to get him flipped over. So lead from the front. Everyone has +1 thwart and +1 attack. That's great. She's going to attack for 2. He's down to 11. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Maria Hill. She would thwart. Nope, we need her attack. So she's going to attack for 2 as well. Down to 9. I'm going to attack for 3. He's down to 6. That's it, huh? Oh, Hawkeye again, but again, I want to use his counters to hit people that come into play. All right, next turn he's going down. Next turn, 1, 2, 3. We get an encounter card. Let's ready everyone up. I think we're going to stay in this form. Ready, everybody? All right, how we doing, everyone? Everyone following along? Have I missed anything? I've been trying to make sure I use the powers, because that's obviously important to use your powers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Venture Mansion, Energy, Power Leadership, Sky Destroyer, and Strength in Numbers. All right. He gets 1 at the start of his turn. He goes to attack us, and Maria Hill's going to jump in the way. After this activation ends, shuffle this card into the encounter deck. The Goblin Knight has arrived. It is time for him to go way far away. I do not like this guy. He's got 7 life. He will, every time he attacks you, he draws a card off the top of the deck to see if he brings in more minions. It can get seriously bad, seriously quick. All right, so she defends. Good job, Maria. Good job. All right, and then we're going to have a couple encounters. Encounter number 1 is the Goblin Soldier. When defeated, deal 1 damage to the engaged player. And the next, when he comes into play, finally, we spend this and do 2 damage. That's lovely. And then the next one is the Goblin Reinforcements. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here. For each Goblin minion in play, that's 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay. That's all right. We can handle that. No big deal. I'd like to get a Venture Mention in. That would be awesome. The Sky Destroyer would also be nice. Don't think I can get both of them in. 2, 3, 4. No, I cannot. I can draw cards. Let's see. I could. I can exhaust them, or I can have her, well, if she attacks, she'll die anyways. I need to do 3 damage to that sucker. We need to do 3 thwarts as well. So we're at the same problem we had last time. Alright. We're not going to be able to afford the mansion and the sky destroyer at the same time. So I'm going to spend this on the alpha slash suit and draw a card. Okay. I was hoping to get a blue card I could use this for, but didn't quite work out. But we will bring in the Adventure Mansion. Exhausted to draw a card. Oh, before we do that, we have to actually pay for that. That is 2, 3, 4. Now we can exhaust it to draw a card. Photonic Blast. Deal that 5 damage would be lovely. We can only... Damn, we don't have enough resources to bring it into play, which kind of stinks. We have 1 resource there. Otherwise, we're going to get an extra encounter card. So, Mockingbird's going to thwart for 1. I'm going to thwart for 2. We're going to remove this so we don't have that extra encounter card. Okay. She's knocked out. Again, we're not doing anything with Hawkeye because he's supposed to be shooting minions. If we can get him knocked over, right? If we get him knocked over, we can do a ton of damage to him. We could bring in the Tri-Skeleton to give us an extra ally with a Photonic Blast, or we can hold this and do damage. Oh, right. After Green Goblin attacks and damages you, place a threat on the main scheme. Again, this you. Are we talking about you as in the character or you as in the player? I think I would like to hold on to this 5 damage, so I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to spend the Helo Carrier, bring in the Tri-Skeleton, and then I'm going to hold on to this. Are we going to stay in this form, or are we going to flip over? He would scheme for 1. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to actually flip over, and we're going to activate our special ability if I have another token. Here we do. To draw a card. Am I? Yeah, might as well. Oh, War Machine. Yeah, we'll just hold these 2 then. That's fine. And we'll ready up. Ready everything. We're going to have a really good next turn. We just have to live through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We got some strength in numbers, cosmic flight, the helmet, strength, War Machine, Photonic Blast. We are going to have a really good turn. We are going to mess. We're going to mess with them big time. All right, 1 at the start of his turn. He goes to scheme. Give the villain 1 additional boost card for this activation. Really? 1 additional boost card. Put this goblin into play. Well, he's going to come into play, but we're going to shoot him and do 2 damage. So, in essence, it was a star, and a 1. So he's going to scheme for 1 + 1, 2. That's lovely. And then this guy schemes for 1 and this guy schemes for 1. He just came into play, though. So I don't... Well, how does that come into play? Timing. Timing is everything, right? Timing is everything. I don't believe. Oh, what's the one U1 say again? It says after a Green Goblin attacks and damages you. After Green Goblin attacks and damages you, place 1 threat on the main scheme. So if I block with somebody, is that still considered me? Is it not considered me? So I don't believe this guy that just came in is engaged with us yet. I think they only engage with us at the beginning of the villain turn, because there's a ability called Quick Strike, right? Which means when an enemy comes out, they instantaneously attack, right? If they did that automatically, right, then they wouldn't need that keyword Quick Strike. So I think the same thing goes with the thwarting, and I could be wrong on this, but I think the same thing goes with the thwarting. He's not engaged with us. He's technically there, but he's not engaged with us until the start of the villain turn. And I could be wrong on this, but it sounds to me like this guy would thwart because he was already engaged with us. This guy just got brought into play from this card effect. Put this Goblin Soldier into play. Engaged. Oh, it does say engaged with you, though. Put Goblin Soldier into play, engaged with you. So maybe he does then. All right. Well, I guess 2, 4, 5 are going to scheme out on us, which is kind of disappointing. All right. We just go to the next stage. All right. So that was his attack, which was not very good because it went into like 3 cards and we got an extra soldier. And then we have an encounter. And the encounter is Goblin Reinforcements revealed. Place 1 additional threat here for each Goblin minion. There's 2 plus 2 minions. This is not a minion. So that is 4 threat on that. So that's not making me very happy at all. But we should have a really good turn. We should have a really good turn. We can bring in War Machine. We can do some Photonic Blast. We can literally get like 4 cards. So, first thing first, we're going to activate our power. We get to choose a player to draw a card. That's going to be us. Boom. Another Photonic Blast. That might be the one that sends us over the top. Right? Now, we also will exhaust Adventure Mansion to draw a card. Crisis Intervention. Remove 2 threats. Okay. We will then spend our Alpha Flight Station. Discard a card from your hand. Alright, discard a card. We're going to discard Strength in Numbers. We're going to draw 2 cards because we're Carol Danvers. Look at us. We're Carol. We get to draw 2 cards. 1, Genius. 2, Crisis Intervention. I told you guys we're going to have a good turn. I told you guys we're going to have a good turn. Whew. Unfortunately, we need to kill this guy off, and get rid of that. We did not draw a... We had draw 1 ally. That's it. 1 ally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 on there. We could add a couple more. We can actually add these 3 and take it all the way up to 10, which would be more than enough damage to kill this guy. If we flip him over, we only need 18 points. So literally we only need to get this to 9. So that's a thing, isn't it? We have how many on here? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then all we have to do is flip him over and do 6 points of damage, which should be pretty simple to do. Pretty simple to do. Right? So we're going to spend Cosmic Flight, Crisis Interdiction. They are both energy. We're going to add 2 more energy resources to this card. That is now 9 resources. We're going to flip over. We need to do a Photonic Blast, I believe. We do a Photonic Blast for 3. We're going to spend, 1, 2. One of them's energy. 3. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. If you paid for this card using energy, if you paid for this card using a energy resource, draw a card. So we did. We draw a card. Oh, lovely. Look at that. So that is 5 damage. I'm going to knock him down to 1. Okay. Then we're going to punch him for 2, which is going to knock him out. Boom, knocked out. Flip over. He's going to get 18 hit points, and guess what? That's not enough. That's not enough. I can do 18 points of damage right here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Cha-ching. That is a destroy. But before we do that, I want to see if we can actually Photonic Blast again. Use Energy Assumption. Do 5 damage to get rid of this guy. Boom. Can we bring in War Machine for Genius and Strength? He gets a tough status card. Unfortunately, he only does 2 points of damage. Damn, which only brings him to 4 damage. So he actually has 1 hit point left. Then, of course, we'll activate our 18 points of damage and kill off Green Goblin rather easily. And you get to wear a cool suit while doing it. Engage sounds like it then. I was curious about the minions. So I think, I think that was, I think we won this one for the Gipper there. Pretty handily, pretty good. I want to try her again and see how she does. But he tried to send their best against us, and it didn't quite work out for him, did it? No, it did not. All right, we need a Goblin Thrall. Might as well leave that guy out. Take him back down to 16 hit points. Flip him over. Goblin Thrall. And shake, rattle, and roll one more time. So I hear Carol Danvers is supposed to be pretty strong, right? The reason I think she's pretty strong is the same reason I think, like, what makes Carol Danvers really strong? The fact that she has resources on this side and resources on this side. That makes her very, very strong, being able to have extra resources. And what I mean by resources is drawing a card. Every card you have in your hand is a resource. It gives you more options as well by having more cards in your hand. So that is super huge. That's why Spider-Man's ability to get a card every time the villain initiates an attack against him is super powerful. And I will continue to say that until people finally get it through their thick heads. All right, Carol, let's see what you can do this time. Oh. She'll be able to play her a little bit faster because I've kind of got the flow of what she does down a little bit now. Hopefully, anyways. If I stop dropping cards, that'd be awesome. All right, so we have 12 hit points. Danvers. Getting that, what was that thing called again? Getting that thing right off the bat was huge. It's like her best thing, which allows her to draw 2 cards, give up a card for 2 cards. Plus, she can draw a card, so it basically gives you 2 cards. The Alpha Flight Station. That is huge. That was right at the top of my deck, too. That would have been the first card we drew. That would have literally been the first card we drew. So, So if I remember her power, then we're good. Tim, you're so mean to me. You're so mean to me. Wow, I tell you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what we get. Oh, look at that. I know you saw me shuffle that too. All right, well, we know, wow, that is huge, huge, and more huge. So we're going to bring in the Alpha Flight Station. Strengthen numbers. We're going to activate our special ability to draw a card. We are going to discard a card, which is going to be... Is it going to be the Stein Destroyer? I don't think so. I think we're going to try and get this into play. So, are we going to not punch him, maybe? Not punch him? Or, we have to give up a card to draw 2 cards. So, if we give up a card to draw 2 cards, that only gives us 3 cards to play her. So, that's not enough. But if we, I am bringing in the Sky Destroyer. I am bringing in the Sky Destroyer because, like, if I bring her in, that's 2 damage. So, which card do we get rid of? Can't afford all these cards. Do we want to punch him for 5 damage? I think we do. I think we do. All right. What are we going to give up? We're going to give up each. Come on. No. Do we not use the Sky Destroyer then? No, we are going to use that. Problem is if I get... Alright, we're going to give up Enhanced Reflexes. There we go. We can do this to draw 2 cards. Helo Carrier, that's nice. And Crisis Intervention, we do not need this early. So we are going to bring in Energy Absorption to bring in Sky Destroyer. So every time we bring in a shield card, which is this right here, then we can do 2 damage to an enemy. That seems like a good thing. So we're going to bring in the Helo Carrier for these 3 cards. After you play a shield card, exhaust this, deal 2 damage to an enemy. That's going to be him. Then we're going to flip over. We're going to do 2 damage and kill the Goblin Thrall. Goodbye. And yeah, we're going to ready everything and draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quinn Carrier, Cosmic Flight, Crisis Intervention, Genius, and Mockingbird. He goes to attack us. We'll take it. Villain heals for 2. He only does 2 points of damage to us. We laugh at him. 2 points of damage. Dude, when you can do 20 points of damage like us, then we'll be worried. Until then, no, we're not worried at all. Alright, encounter card. Goblin Glider. And it's back to us. Back to us. All right. 3. Bring that in. All right, we're going to play Genius and Cosmic Flight to bring in the Quinn Carrier. The Quinn Carrier and the Helo Carrier. And the Crisis Intervention. We'll bring in Mockingbird, which will stun the enemy. She is a shield, so I can exhaust this and deal 2 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, boom. And I exhaust and spend 2 damage and punch him in the face. And I think that's all the punching that's going on right now. And I will draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's all our allies? Oh, here's Hawkeye Farnley. All right. He gets 1 at the start of his turn. He is stunned, so nothing happens. And then we have an encounter. Goblin Thrall. Guard. Lovely. Back to our turn. Wish we would have had Hawkeye in. That would have been a good thing to have. All right, we're going to bring in Hawkeye and 4 arrow counters on him. And it's going to cost us Quinn Carrier and a Helo Carrier and a Strength in Numbers. And then we're going to bring in bummer. Can't quite get a Photonic Blast into play. But I can bring in a command team for these 2 cards, which is, again, a shield card, which allows me to do 2 damage to an enemy. Mockingbird will kill him off. Lovely. And then this comes in with 3 tokens as well. I can exhaust that to ready someone, which I will thwart for 2. Let's keep this nice and low. Oops, I actually on the wrong side. It should be on rank number 1 there. All right. We can ready everything. And are we going to flip up? Are we going to flip over? Yeah, well, you know what? We are going to flip over. We're going to flip over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's not going to get that much scheming done. Oh, lovely. There's our energy channel. Nick Fury. Oh, we got the power of leadership with Maria Hill. That's okay. Okay. All right, here we go. This could end up being a good turn. He gets one to start his turn. He's going to scheme. He only schemes for 1, but we get another Goblin Soldier. But the Goblin Soldier takes 2 damage for coming into play. I think I forgot to take that off last time because he only comes in with 4 counters. I think that's the second guy he's shot, so he should only have 2 counters left. So that guy comes into play. He only schemes for 1. And then we have an encounter, and another Goblin Soldier comes into play. He will shoot again, take 2 more damage. Thank God Hawkeye's in play. Lovely. He's down to 1, so he can start attacking because we're not going to need him much longer. Okay, our turn. Lovely, lovely, and lovely. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to ditch a card. We're going to ditch our helmet. We're going to ditch our helmet, and we're going to exhaust this. We're going to get to draw 2 cards. 1, Photonic Blast. 2, lead from the front. We're going to then spend her power to draw a card. Squirrel Girl. That's interesting. She comes into play. She would do 1 damage to everybody. But what we're going to do here first off is we're going to bring this into play. This is our Doomsday Machine. We're going to start charging up our Doomsday Machine. Right? One of those 2 can come in. Which one is it going to be? After she enters play, we'll draw a card. Yeah. So we're going to bring in Maria Hill. How many allies do we have? We have 1, 2. Oh, hang on a minute. No, we can't do this. We have too many allies then. All right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have Mockingbird attack for 1 point of damage. Wait a minute. Let's just make sure we can give her. Can we give her any bonuses? Yes, we can. All right. So we are going to play lead from the front. We're going to pay that power of leadership. That gives everyone on our side +1 to thwart, +1 to attack to the end of the turn. So that's in play. I'm going to leave that there as a reminder. Mockingbird attacks. It's going to damage her. She's going to do 2 damage. Might as well do it to this guy. Why not? Then we're going to exhaust command team. Exhaust it. Remove a command counter from it. And ready an ally. We're going to ready an ally. So we remove a counter. She is then going to attack again, which is going to kill her. But she's going to do 2 more damage, which is going to put it on the Goblin Soldier. Lovely. Right? Right. If I bring in Squirrel Girl, she would do 1 damage to him, 1 damage to him, and 1 damage to him and kill off those guys. That sounds like a good option, so that's what we're going to do. Because now we only have... wait a minute. I thought we do not have 3 allies. We only have 2 allies. So we didn't actually need to kill her off. That was a boneheaded play on my part, I guess. Squirrel Girl is going to come in. We're going to pay 2 for her. We are going to use... We're going to use these 2 resources over here. One cheaper and then a... one cheaper with the helo carrier. Then we're going to flip over. And one cheaper, and you know what? I'm going to use... Yeah, we'll use that wild resource. Bring in Squirrel Girl. She does 1 damage to everybody in play, which kills him and him. They both had 4 damage on them. Thanks to our double attack. And she does 1 damage to him, down to 11. Lovely. So Maria Hill is going to come into play. It's going to cost us 2, which is going to be... wait a minute. Is she going to come into play? I'm thinking Photonic Blast would be nice. But she's also really good at thwarting. Really good at thwarting. Yeah, she will come in. We'll spend these 2. Boom, boom. Hey, that's a shield you just played. I can exhaust this and do 2 damage. Boom, boom. We got bombs falling from the sky. And I get to draw a card. Because that's what her special ability is. Oh my god, I got Vision and Nerk Fury. 2 power cards left. And neither one is in energy, so I can't use it to charge up her energy channel. That's not great. This is 2 energy to get rid of this. That's even worse. Maria Hill. Congratulations. She will thwart for 2. Actually, it would be 3 because of this, but there's only 2 on there. Squirrel Girl will attack for 1 + 1, 2, down to 7. Hawkeye will attack for 2. He's down to 5. Might as well, while we got the bonus out there. And now, I believe, I'm going to hold on to Nick Fury. Are we going to flip over? Yeah, we're going to flip over. Are we going to flip over? We are going to flip over. So we're going to flip over. Wait, no, I think we flipped over at the start of our turn. So I don't think we can do that. So, yeah, we better just stay there. Ready, our group ready to go. All right, this goes away. Obviously, when you play that card, it would just instantly go away, but I like to keep it out till the end of the turn just so I don't forget about it. All right, he's down to 5. We are going to keep Nick Fury, get rid of Vision, draw back up 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got another triple resource. And Power Protection, which does us no good whatsoever. One at the start of his turn, he goes to attack us. Any one of these guys could jump in front. Who's it going to be? Who's going to volunteer? It's going to be Maria Hill. That's who's going to volunteer. And that's going to be just enough damage to kill her. And now we have an encounter. Which... Mutagen formula. Green Goblin attacks you. If at least 3 damage was dealt by this activation, this card gains Surge. Alright, he goes to attack us. If Green Goblin attacks you, if at least 3 damage was dealt by this activation. We're I don't see how we can prevent that from happening. He's got 3 damage right there. Congratulations, Squirrel Girl is going to get in the way. And the villain's going to heal 2. Damn it. Back up to 7. And he's going to surge. Squirrel Girl is going to die. Surges into Goblin Thrall. Nice. Okay. Which, because of Hawkeye, will take 2 damage instantaneously. He's out of arrows. Someone get him more arrows. He's out of arrows. Time for Hawkeye to move on. Okay. So, what are we going to do now? We got Adventure Mansion. We can do to draw a card. So, again, we got the Power of Leadership and no blue cards. We got our channel, but you can only have one of those out. So, I'm going to... So, the question is, are we going to stay on this side or are we going to flip over? Because if I flip over, then I want to activate this when I flip over. So let's do everything we need to do first. But that depends on several factors. This would give us 3 on that, but I think it's more important to bring out Nick Fury. Because he can do 4 damage. Can I get Nick Fury? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I need one more card to get that into play. I could flip over and get that free card draw, and then I would get this in play. So what am I going to do? Am I going to attack? Am I going to thwart? What are you going to do? Hawkeye is going to attack and do 1 point of damage, which will kill the Goblin Thrall. Here we go. Could ready him again with our command team if we needed to, but probably not. All right. I would like to use the Quinn Carrier to generate a wild resource, and I can put that, boom, right on top of this. We can start energizing our superpower. Yes, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend 1. Boom. I'm gonna spend 3 more with energy absorption. And then I'm going to bring in Nick Fury. It's going to cost me 1, 2, 3, and the Helo Carrier 4. To bring in Nick Fury. So we're starting to charge it up a little bit. That's nice. Nick, when he comes in, what is he going to do? He is going to do 4 damage. Boom, 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 boom. So he's down to 7, 4, 3 left. Nick is going to attack him. He's down to 1. I am going to attack him and knock him out. Boom. Flip him over. He's back up to 18. Oh, we got to deal 2 encounter cards. I completely missed that last time. Right. Okay, that's fine. We are going to flip over. And... oh, when Nick Fury came in, he's a shield. I should have activated this and done 2 damage. Damn it. Which would have knocked him out. Then I can do the 2 damage on him, so he's down to 16 points. Boom. All right, so that would have been exhausted. All right, got to remember that. All right, let's see how much he can do to us. Not a lot, I bet. We're going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, thank God we did not get another encounter card. That would have been dangerous. Okay. Right. So it's his turn. He gets 1 at the start of his turn. He goes to scheme 2. And we put this guy in play. So just 2. All right. Then we have encounters, and we have a boatload of them. 3 of them to be exact. Hawkeye doesn't have any things to shoot anymore. Green Goblin, we're an alter ego. Schemes with plus scheme equal to the villain stage number. So he's at +2. He's going to scheme for... Seriously, we're going to put this guy into play with us. He's going to scheme for 2 plus 0, 2. Wow, that you're terrible at scheming because that just going to bring it up to 6. Okay, that's 1 encounter. Second encounter is our Nemesis card, which should not be in there because we did not get that this time. So we'll draw another different one. That's another one of those. Let's draw another one of those. Oh, there we go. Now we can add them. And I'm going to have to dig through the deck and get them back out. Lovely. Lovely and lovely. He comes out. And this. And this. We're going to put the 4th red on there. We will shuffle these 3 cards into the deck. Shadows of the Past. Who didn't know that card was coming out when we had 3 encounters? Like we knew that was coming out. Did you know that Hawkeye left the Avengers once over their attitude? Then he joined the Defenders for a bit and went back after he was done there. Oh, I did not know that at all. That is way too deep for me, man. Way too deep. All right. We still have 1 more encounter, and we got a whole bunch of guys out here to fight now. Like 1, 2, 3 guys, plus Green Goblin. But literally, all we have to do is do 16 points of damage. He has guard. We can kill him off. Ignore the rest of this. How much damage are we up to? 2, 4, 6, 8. We're only up to 8. We need to do some more. Let's see how many energy cards do we have. We have 3 energy cards. That would bring it up to quite a bit. Anyways, we got one other encounter card. Surge, because we're an alter ego. Discard X cards from the encounter deck where X is equal to the double. So 4 cards. Each goblin minion, we can either take 3 damage or enter him into play. No. Goblin Thrall. He does have guard and 3 hit points. Like, I would rather not have any more out there. I'm just going to take the 3 damage. We're down to 7. Actually, no. We'll have Nick Fury take the 3 damage. So that's going to knock Nick Fury out. Next, Pumpkin Bombs. Last, I See You. So only 1. That's fine. Okay, so that was their good turn. That was their good turn. Now, it's time for us to have a good turn. It's time for us. How much damage can we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. We could add 3 more on there. 5, 6, 7. We can actually add 8 because we can make this a wild resource. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We can add 4 more tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4 would be 8. That'd be 16 damage. There you go. I think that wins the game for us. Right? Well, first of all, we can draw a card. Boom. Which is another energy resource. We can then spend a card, which will... Oh, this is a wild one as well. Ooh, don't really have any cards to spend. I guess we'll spend this one. Oh, no, we cannot because we have to draw 2 cards. We only have 1 card left. Ooh. Yeah. That's a bad timing on that window there. But I think it's over though. I don't think it matters. So we can literally spend 4 energy resources to add 4 tokens. That brings it up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 damage. Right there. Boom. And that's all he has. No, wait. We do need to get rid of this protector, though. So I can flip over, do 2 damage, and then Hawkeye can shoot him with the bow and do 1. That'll get rid of him. And then we can do our 16 damage to Green Goblin and knock him out. Wow, that's super powerful. Like, super powerful, these energy channels. Discard energy channel, deal 2 damage to an enemy to a maximum of 10 for each energy counter on here. Oof. That is lovely damage. Time to bring the pain, says Tim. Time to bring the pain. That's right. That, I mean, I was a little nervous there for a minute because, you know, we got all these guys out again on us. But he could not keep up with this. Yeah, her ability to just charge up her death, I'm going to call it the death ray, is obviously very powerful. Obviously very, very powerful. Well, let's see here. Here's another one. Let's get rid of that. Here's another one. And the last one. There, so we don't have to have those in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put Green Goblin aside. He obviously is not the one to be able to take her down. I just want to try Rhino and just see how difficult and or easy Rhino could end up being against her. And we're going to give Rhino, I'm going to do standard, obligation, standard, all right, let's see if that's all of them. Green Goblin, goodbye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it's 7, and then we have our obligation card in there as well. All right, let's give Rhino some pretty tough guys. We're gonna give him some pretty tough. We're gonna give him some pretty tough allies, I think. We're gonna give him We can give him the Hider Patrol. Bomb Scare. We're not too scared of the Bomb Scare. But I thought we would do something. Let's see what we got here. The Doomsday Chair. Oof. Sounds. Oh, there's Power Drain with Electro in there. Yeah, let's give him Electro. Give him Electro. All right. So Electro, because he does come with what does he come with? One of the allies. Who is that? Shocker. Which I don't know if there's a difference between Shocker and Electro, but anyway, boom. 14 hit points. 12 for me. This will be a little... I think this is actually going to be tougher. I think this is actually going to be tougher for her. Facing off against one big tough guy as opposed to having all those little minions out. Shocker is vibration power. Oh, really? Tim, you know everything, man. I tell you, you're just a ball of knowledge, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, we just need to. If we can stun lock Rhino down, then he stands no chance whatsoever. It all depends on whether we get our little device at the start of our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did we get it? Energy, Hawkeye, energy absorption. Oh my gosh, that is some wow. That is some resource generation right there. 3, 6, 7, 8 resources. Oof. Fortunately, we can draw a card. So we will draw a card. Crisis. Oh, that's the worst card to draw. I don't need any crisis. All right. We're going to flip over. We're going to spend an energy resource. We're going to spend this. We would heal and draw a card. Quinn Carrier. Now we're talking. So the Quinn Carrier comes in for the energy absorption. Hawkeye comes in for the other energy absorption. He comes in with 4 tokens on him again. The Command Team comes in with 3 tokens on it for the energy. And then we use the Quinn Carrier to bring in the Tri-Skeleton. Then I punch Rhino in the face for 2. That's our turn. Wow. Okay. Draw back up. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little tougher. Rhino gets 1 at the start of his turn. He goes to attack us. We're going to take it. And that is just 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. 9 points left. Counter. Oh, when revealed, discard 7 cards from the encounter deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is Electromagnetic Pulse. Discard 7 cards from the encounter deck. If Electro was discarded this way, put him into play, engage with you. If Electro was not discarded this way, this card gains Surge. Are you kidding me? Electro is not in there. We did get the breaking and taken. And we didn't even get to see like our obligation or Shadows of the Past. None of that's in there. Ugh. So this card gains Surge. Power Drain. So that's 2 per person. When defeated, discard 2 cards from the encounter deck. Each player must choose and discard one resource of any type from their hand for each boost icon discarded this way. Wow, really? That's brutal. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that already. Not a big fan already of that. We got our big charger up power. We're going to bring that into... Oh, this is ready. That comes into play. Yes, it does. Each player must choose and discard one resource of any type from their hand for each boost icon discarded this way. So what happens if you don't have any cards? Like, I am going to literally play this for these 3 cards. Right? Play this for those 3 cards. It's going to deal 5 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did we spend an energy? I don't know. Did we? We did. An energy. So we would draw a card. Okay. I'm going to spend a wild resource to put something on there. Oops, he's down to 7, not 17. I will punch him for... No, I'm going to thwart for 2, actually. Let's get rid of this. 1 defeated. Discard 2 cards from the encounter deck. 1, 2. So there's literally 1 resource. So we had to get rid of a resource anyways. Okay, well. We were ready everything. Draw back up. Genius, Advance Your Mansion, Crisis, Maria Hill, and Crisis. Sounds like a crisis going on there. I tell you. All right. One at the start of his turn, he goes to attack us. We're just going to take it into the face again. 2 plus 2 is 4 damage. We're down to 5 life. And... counter. Rhino heals 4 damage. He's back up to 11. Alright, that could have been worse. Alrighty. So we're going to bring in Maria Hill for some genius. When she comes into play, draw a card. Enhanced. Okay. She's going to thwart for 2. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. I am going to flip down. Boom. Wait. Before I flip down, no, I'm going to heal. So I'm going to flip over. I'm going to recuperate 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up to 9. And then I'm going to... Oh, we don't have our thing. But I do have my power to draw a card. Cosmic Flight. That will help because that's a lot of damage that I can... So the question is... Ooh, there's 4 energy resources. Put it on there. That's a lot of damage we can start doing. Or we can bring in the Adventure Mansion and be drawing cards. All right, we're going to do Adventure Mansion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are then going to spend Adventure Mansion to draw a card, which is energy. Lovely. So 2 energy. Boom, boom, right here. Thank you. All right, ready everything. All right, we get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give us our nice little... We did not. We got 4 allies and 6 cards again. I've been wondering where all our allies are. This is an ally deck. We don't get any allies. He gets one at the start of his turn. He's going to scheme. 1 + 1 is 2. Encounter. Electro. Hello, Electro. Alrighty. If force response after Electro attacks you, discard 1. Oh, wait. When he comes into play, guess what? He takes 2 damage. Lovely. After Electro attacks you, discard a card from the counter deck. Take 1 indirect damage for each boost icon. I don't think he's going to get a chance. Electro is going to die here in a second. I think. We did not get our super cool thing, though, which is kind of a bummer. We did bring in the Sky Destroyer, though. That would be lovely. Mockingbird to stun his ass would be nice. All right. First things first, draw a card. Agent 13. Agent 13. Spend the Adventure Mansion, draw a card. Vision. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. Nick Fury is going to cost us 4 resources. Which 4? I don't know. It's going to cost us a helo carrier. That's 1. 2, 3. No. Take those back. Take that back. Take it back. Take it back. I'm going to bring in the Sky Destroyer first, so that way I can get the extra damage. That makes more sense. Sky Destroyer. The Sky Destroyer. So that's cost me 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bring in the Sky Destroyer. Then we bring in Nick Fury. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He is a shield, so we can exhaust this to do 2 damage. We're going to do 2 damage to Rhino, because I don't like him. When Nick Fury comes in, he's going to do 4 damage to Electro and instantaneously kill him. Nick Fury is then going to attack for 2. No, he's going to thwart for 2. I'm going to flip over. And I'm going to attack for 2, though, and punch him for 2. And then we can draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Lead from the front. Energy cannon, strength, power leadership, strength in numbers. All right. We only have 3 tokens on here. We need to get a little bit tougher there. He gets 1 at the start of his turn. He goes to attack us. Nick Fury gets in the way. He is going to get knocked out. And then we have an encounter. Hydra Minion. He comes into play. Shot. Boom, boom. 2 damage from lovely Hawkeye. Lovely Hawkeye. Maria Hill is going to kill herself and thwart for 2. Get rid of that. All right. Alrighty. We got a lot of things and nothing to bring them on, but we are going to draw a card with Adventure Mansion. Helo carrier, that will help. Okay. That is actually a seal. That would do 2 damage, won't it? Yes, it will. So we're definitely going to bring this in. We're going to spend 3 resources on it. That is going to be some strength and strength in numbers. So that comes into play. That is going to exhaust this to do 2 damage, which will kill the Hydra Mercenary. Goodbye, Hydra Mercenary. We can then spend... Lead from the front, we're going to use as a resource token. And we spend the Quinn Carrier as another resource, energy. I am then going to discard those 2 cards, I think. Yeah, I guess we're going to get an extra encounter card. All right, just ready everybody back up. He's down to 7. Once we get him flipped over, which shouldn't be too much longer, then we can just power drive him into the ground. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We got 10 on there. We get a couple more pretty quickly. And then when he flips over, how many hit points has he got? 15 on... Oh, geez, he is so dead. I need to do a couple points of damage. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alpha. There's our Alpha Flight Station at the very bottom. Squirrel Girl, Command Team, Photonic Blast for some damage. Strength in numbers. He gets 1 at the start of his turn. He goes to attack us. What are we going to do about that? Now, I don't know what we're going to do about that. What are we going to do about that? We want a Hawkeye? He's still got 2 arrows. No, we'll just take it. 2 plus 2 is 4 damage, but that is a shadow, so I'll take that all day long. Down to 5 hit points remaining. We have 2 encounters. First encounter is discard 1 per player card from the encounter deck. The villain heals 1 damage for each boosted icon, so it's 1. He's back up to 8. Okay. Next up, the villain attacks you. Okay, this is danger time because we only have 5 hit points remaining. So it looks like we're either going to have to defend or Hawkeye is going to have to jump in the way because we have no way to defend. Yeah, I think Hawkeye's going to have to sacrifice. He does 3 damage, which is enough to knock him out. But that's all he can do, and it's back to our turn. He's got 8 hit points. Once we get this charged up and do 8 hit points, he's dead. We can do Photonic Blast, which will do 5. That sounds like a good thing. First thing first, draw a card from the mansion. That's just going to give us resources to use for a Photonic Blast. Right, so that is 5. I would need to spend 3, which is going to be 1. 1, 2, 3, 5 damage. Actually, no. Hang on a second. 1, 2. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm not gonna draw a card. I'm just gonna do the 5 damage. He's down to 3. Unfortunately, I don't do 3 damage. I only do 2. Hmm. Hmm. Squirrel Girl can do 1 damage to everybody. Squirrel Girl can do 1 damage to everybody. And then she could attack for another one. How much damage do we have on here? 10 again. We only have 10. Not enough. Maybe we wait. We bring in Squirrel Girl to protect us, though. Ah, then we... no. We will use the Quincarrier, the command team, to bring in Squirrel Girl. She does 1 damage to everybody, and then she's going to attack for 1. And it's down to 1 hit point. I am going to... Oof. Hang on a second. I can command team and ready her up. If I ready her up, then she can do that last point and flip him over. Nope, you know what? We're going to leave him at 2. Instead, she's going to thwart because we're going to flip over. We are going to flip over. We're going to flip over. And there's no way to get this on the table. Huh? Damn. But we can start with it next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If he doesn't kill us, I think we pretty much are going to be able to wipe him off the planet. Okay. Ready everything. He's got 1 chance at this. Oh, when we flipped over, we're going to heal, right? Because that's why we didn't attack. Right? We did not attack. So we can heal 4, so we're back up to 9. Right. That's why I wanted to go to that side, so to heal. All right. So that's this. Goes away. Squirrel Girl. We didn't use the double because we're going to use her as a blocker, but it's not going to matter because he's going to scheme. All right, let's see what he does. One at the start of his turn, he's going to thwart for 1. Well, he's terrible. Encounter card says Obligation. Lovely. Which is under here. Flip to Alter Ego, which I'm already at. Exhaust her to remove this from the game. That's fine. We'll do that. Because I won't need to attack. Will I? Maybe I will. No, I won't. I got plenty of allies. I got Nick Fury, in fact. Even better. I got Spider-Woman. Even better. So that was that his encounter? Was the obligation? Well, that was pretty easy. All right. We're going to bring the Alpha. Well, first of all, we're going to activate her power to draw a card. That makes sense. Then we're going to use the Quincarrier to bring in the Alpha Flight Station. Going to slide everything over a little bit. That is a shield. When I bring a shield in, I get to do 2 points of damage to an enemy. Boom. That knocks Rhino out. He is out. He gets his breaking and taking side scheme, which I think we saw, didn't we? Yep. He's going to get 3 threat on there. I think Rhino is in big trouble. He just doesn't realize it yet. I think he's in severely... I don't know why I'm shuffling the discard pile. No idea. Just ignore me. That's all right. 15. He's up to 15 points. Okay. Lovely. And we are sitting at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We got a few more points of damage on there, which we can do with Cosmic Flight, Crisis Intervention. That is 3 more. That brings it up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That's 16 damage. Congratulations, Rhino. You're dead. Boom. And that was without even bringing in Nick Fury to do 4 damage. Wow. I thought it would be a little tougher, and I think it was actually a little bit tougher than Green Goblin. But yeah, that's... I can see why they say she's strong. I can see why when she gets this card, she's super strong because she can build up her big death ray, and she's got 2 of them in her deck, so she can literally build up a big death ray and just 20 points of damage. That's nothing to sneeze about. I mean, knock Rhino out one shot. Yep, he's Doug. What's going on? How you doing? Do you build your own decks? Yes, I build my own decks. I like the poker chip idea, says Doug. Oh, thanks, Doug. So I got this is Thwart, obviously Thwart. This is health. Anytime they take health damage. I made my own tokens for stun. 2-sided for stun. For tough, obviously for tough. And for confused. Then I have, usually I use black whenever there's a power that's been activated. And then I use green for anything that has like a certain amount of uses. I use green tokens for that. So that's that's how I got it set up there. Yeah, Tim answers the questions. I believe he looks at the recommended decks and modifies them. I kind of look at a few decks that are out there and some of the cards because I'm not familiar with all the cards out there. So I do like to see what other people are using, and then I kind of just say, "Oh, that's a good card. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, that's a good card." Or no, I don't like this deck, and then kind of just alter it. This deck is actually, if you want to see what this deck is, it is this one right here. Oh, I should actually save it because I was just changing it. Captain Marvel Ally Support Deck. There's what we're doing with that deck. Basically, Agent 13, Hawkeye, Maria Hill, Mockingbird, Nick Fury, Spider-Woman, Squirrel Girl, Vision, War Machine, Lead from the Front, Strength in Numbers, Power Leadership, Command Team, Tri-Skeleton, and Enhanced Reflexes. I'm not sure I'm liking... I actually... This is actually literally the second deck I built. The first deck I built was a aggression deck. So I built that first, and then I checked to see what Get Up and Game, what he recommended, and he recommended leadership for Carol Danvers. So I said, oh, I'll build a leadership one too. So I actually have 2 different decks for her. I'm not sure how this aggression deck would turn out, but I haven't tried it yet, so who knows? Might be great, might be terrible. I don't know. First time I ever played her, she's pretty... I call it the big death ray, but man, that's just crazy. You can literally just depending on what cards you get in your hand. But if you get her triples, energy absorption, you get that with a couple other cards. You can like just add those to that power on the table, which costs 0. You just put it in play for free. Um, energy channel. And you can charge this up like in nobody's business. Just most of the cards in her deck are energy. Not all of them, but quite a few. We didn't focus around making sure everything was energy, but when it came time to deciding between A and B, it was like, oh, does either one of them have energy? Oh, yes, it does. Then I chose whichever one had the energy. Like strength in numbers is physical, which is terrible. Squirrel Girl is mental, which is terrible. Which means we can probably get rid of Squirrel Girl. Not a big fan of her card. The only thing that she does is does 1 point of damage to everything when she comes in. So if you're getting swarmed by a lot of guys, 1 point of damage for 2 cost. Then she can block for cheap. We were gonna go with like an Avenger theme, but I just not a big fan of that Avenger theme. I kept some of the Avengers and then I mixed out some of the other heroes. Probably should look at that a little higher. We use the Tri-Skeleton because it gives us +1 to our ally limits, but we never got that even into play in the 2 games we played. We have War Machine, we have Nick Fury, we have Maria Hill. Those are all shield, which will activate our Doomsday device, which is called Doom thingy. What is it called? It's literally going to be at the top of my deck. Sky Destroyer. Now is 6 cards down, but the Sky Destroyer. And we also have the Tri-Skeleton, which is a shield, and I think we actually have one more thing that is a shield as well. Oh, the Halo Carrier, right. So we have like 6 or 7 things, so and then of course, if you get the combo going, which would be awesome if we could ever get this combo going, but you bring in the Sky Destroyer, and then you bring in Shield 13, or Agent 13, and Agent 13, when she thwarts or attacks, she can ready a shield support, which would ready our Sky Destroyer, and then we can bring in another shield thing. It would do another 2 damage. So we can get 2 or 4 damage out of that device every turn. That would be lovely. The enhanced reflexes is supposed to be generating some energy for us, which is great. It's just Cosmic Flight's pretty cool. It just so happens that it's just like all of her. She's got a few like not great cards in her deck. The plus or her helmet that gives her +1 to defense. Or +2 if she's aerial. For 2 cost, no, not really. The Cosmic Flight, which gives her aerial, is 2 cost, and it allows her to prevent 3 damage. Not a big fan of that one either. So she's got a few dead cards. It seems like she builds around this energy channel. Like, doing 20 points of damage to an enemy is nothing to sneeze at. So, yeah, I guess you would build around that. And then besides that, she's got her energy absorptions, which are her triple resources. Got 2 of those. Obviously, those are great. Crisis Interdiction. 2 cost to remove 2 threat. And then if you're aerial, another 2 threat, but off a different scheme. So that's kind of situational because you have to have at least 2 schemes that you want to take threat off of, and it's only 2 off of each. So that card seems a little weak as well. So like she's got some super strong abilities on her actual card. Just draw a card, flip over, spend an energy and draw a card. I mean, that's just those are, and then that's also a way to get her some energy back. When I never even use that power. Spend an energy resource, and heal and draw a card. We can do that once around, but that gives her a lot of health. Gives her a lot more health than I was using up against her. Lead from the front is great if you got 3 allies in play. And I think we only had one time where we ever had 3 allies in play. So I'd like to get the Agent 13 in play. I'd like to get... We do have a lot of pretty expensive... The Quinn Carrier, the Mansion, the Helo Carrier, Nick Fury. They're all pretty costly. I can't get in too much. But fortunately for her, she's a resource card drawing machine. So that does help compensate for some of the higher costs. What is her... if we look at her build, she actually has 5 cards that cost 4. Wow, that's probably the most expensive deck that I've built. She's got 5 cards that cost 4. She only has 2 cards that cost 1. She's got 14 cards that cost 2. And she's got 9 cards that cost 3. So she has a lot of expensive cards, but she has 2 triples and 3 doubles. And if the power for leadership ever works out, you have a couple more doubles there as well. But for some reason, I just can't ever get those power for leadership or power for aggression. None of those ever work out for me. I never get them at the right time. Can't ever get the double resources. But Breaking and Taking Rhino, down. Green Goblin, down. Maybe we could probably put her up against maybe the advanced. We're going to do that next time. It's getting late and I'm tired, so it's time to call it an episode. So, whew, brutal. Maybe try the aggression deck tomorrow. I've got it all built. I just need to change out her 15 cards, and I think there's one card that you both are in both decks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No, actually, there's 25 here. So, but this deck is all built around energy and all energy all the time. Every card that we add, except for Genius, the Helo Carrier, and Strength, and Adventure Mansion. Those 4 cards do not have energy. Everything else is all energy all the time. You'll pay for that. Valkyrie, Spider-Girl, Throg, Tac Team, Into the Fray, Century, Lion Weight. You'll pay for that. Thor. And I think that was it. All those cards are all energy, so it'd be interesting to see an energy deck created specifically to power up. Yeah. All right, guys. It's late. I'm done. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming out. Doug, Tim, We'll see you all next time. Until then, my friends, you take care. Stay out of trouble, and we'll see you all down the line.